go. Crash and flow.
Because what I do love about that guy is that he ran a record label. Everybody knows him from the hip-hop industry. He's never hipped or hopped. We know him for murder and
Shuge Knight.
intimidation.
Yeah.
Like,
He hasn't even been on a feature.
No.
They didn't say like featuring. I don't remember a feature where it says featuring Shuge Knight and then Shuge Knight said some stuff.
No. I've only seen him on, like, magazines just looking scary as hell and dressed to the nines.
He's so scary. I don't know. I don't have anything to do with Shuge Knight. I'm so far away from all of it. When I hear the name Shuge Knight, I'm like, we're going to hear some scary stuff.
Did you watch the video of him running over somebody and then stopping and then reversing?
Yeah, I saw it.
It's pretty jarring.
You know, on one hand, yes. But that was like at the end of his murdering career.
That ends. I mean, if you have a video of this, it kind of. I
feel like the Shuge Knight that we knew and feared wasn't a type of person that would do this in broad daylight. You know, he would be calculated enough to not do this in broad daylight. I feel like he lost himself there, right? This is not.
He lost control.
Yeah, exactly. This is not a calculated. We don't call him a rap mogul, right? We just call it like a business mogul.
Yeah, what's
murder mogul?
Yeah, what's like the hip hop, but strictly on the murder side?
I think we said business mogul.
Yeah, he gave all the other people on Murder Inc. the ability to yell murder.
Yeah,
they're like, well, we're on this label. This guy does murder people. We got to yell it out. Ja Rule never murdered nobody. I'm sure of it.
He's too short.
It's too short. He's doing halftime shows at Milwaukee Bucks games.
Oh man, that poor guy.
I always record it and I never send it to you because it's so funny and sad, but it's not funny enough to send over. How y'all doing? Nobody says anything. Everybody's in the bathroom. It's Ja Rule.
I feel like if you made it to where you were, which was Ja Rule making it all the way to Aaliyah, like working with Aaliyah and stuff. That's right. Pinnacle. I think like this is high.
Both of them. Am I wrong? For both of them, I think Aaliyah was best with Ja Rule. Some of those songs, like
maybe I don't know. People are very touchy about Aaliyah. I don't want to get.
Okay, no problem. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. I think maybe the time when Aaliyah was at the top was when Ja Rule was at the top as well. Yeah, that might very well be the case. But then after you go that high, and then you beef with 50 Cent, and you lose.
You lose.
Actually, beefing with 50 Cent, I think, is an automatic L. It's not. 50 Cent is like the best troll ever.
It's also not knowing who you are. Because to us, when he was like, who the fuck is 50 Cent? I'm about $1.
Yeah.
They're like, you're Ja Rule. We know you were just with Aaliyah 5 minutes ago, bro.
Right. You can't just all of a sudden just be gangster.
Yeah. And 50 Cent, his whole thing at the moment was, I have a tooth in my mouth. I was shot 9 times.
Yeah.
It's in my mouth right now.
Right. That's true. Two very completely different like basis of operation.
Yeah, I agree.
50 Cent versus...
He thought he was in Shuge Knight's, like, you know? I think Ja Rule kind of lost himself. He's like, he just...
Just like J. Cole.
Yeah, maybe.
J. Cole put out a diss track and then afterwards apologized for it.
I think when you apologize for a diss... I'm going to leave that to you to kind of... But when you apologize for a diss track...
Yeah.
You messed up multiple times already.
You messed up. If you're going to apologize for the diss track, then you messed up putting out the diss track.
Yeah.
Going to the studio and recording it. Yeah. Because like essentially he said something along the lines of like, it doesn't sit well on my spirit, which I can understand, right? You know, you're going out and you're insulting or like throwing jabs at people that you ostensibly respected for most of your career. Like you've had conversations with these people, you've been in the same room as them, you shook their hands, you've dapped them up, you've said that their music is good and it's inspiring and everything else. And then you've decided to manufacture a beef or join like a social agreement, a rap social agreement of like, okay, now we're going to spar. And it's already got to sit not good for you. Yeah. You're not that type of guy. Right? You're not battle rap. J. Cole is not a battle rap. There's no reason for him to be able to, for him to jump into this arena. Right? There are people who this is their bread and butter. And because of the fact that they've always been doing it, it doesn't seem like it's insulting when they do it to someone that they feel like they respect. Like, this guy's been doing this way. This is the way how he does business. Like, if Eminem decides to start taking some shots at people, which he just did recently. He's at like 51, and he just like dissed Benzino, which was great. It doesn't seem like that's odd. But you also got to pick and choose, bro. You decided that like Kendrick Lamar is trying to get to a point where he's saying that I'm king shit. I'm the best in the business with regards to like lyrical prowess. And then he went and he started some fires. He tried to get to Drake, and then J. Cole got some strays, and J. Cole's like, okay, I'll respond. You're absolutely right, bro. He made multiple mistakes. He should have just left it alone. Because I think that you're grown enough to know that entering this arena is not going to make you feel good anyway. Yeah. So there's no point for you to even jump in.
He should drop an apology track.
You know what? That would be better than just leaving it as an apology. Yeah. I want to hear a track saying like, this is why I didn't feel good or some things like this. Because
it'd be so good if he just spent like a good couple of weeks on it.
Yeah.
Probably like, dude, new genre. Apology tracks. That's what I love. Apology tracks. So introspective.
Yeah, man.
About the mistakes we've all made.
J. Cole, what are you doing, bro? Yeah. I know maybe he got caught up in the moment. You know what happened?
Of course.
There was 4 dudes behind him.
Yeah.
They're like, bro, right. You know you can do this. You can write this in 15 minutes. Hit it up in the studio. Like, I think that there was too much. There was too many people. He's got to do a check on who's around him because. Like that's not him.
The problem is once you get like one bar and another bar over here and another thing, you're like, damn it, I got something. And I've seen other rappers like rap about rape and stuff. It's like I don't even actually think about this stuff, but I got this bar, like I got these rhymes that kind of worked out. So you start doing it, and then
I think you gotta walk away.
Yeah, and you have all this stuff about gangster. Like a lot of rappers aren't half as gangster. It's just easier to. Anthony Jeselnik is not. Who he's on stage, but like you get a good joke about a baby dying, you're like, I got to talk about this baby.
Yeah, that's true. But that being said, I feel like Anthony Jeselnik, that's a whole.
That's what you're saying about that's his area. He's not obviously offending other comics, but this is when you go to Jeselnik's show, you're not. You're expecting,
you signed up for this.
Yeah, you signed up for this.
I'm gonna come over here and
imagine if if Jerry Seinfeld goes up and he's just like. So Alzheimer's patients, they're stupid.
Yeah, that would be really bad, right?
Yeah.
Then again, who's watching Jerry Seinfeld stand up now?
Everybody.
I know.
I don't know how nobody's canceled in comedy, dude. Everybody has their own audience. You do your own thing, and everybody watches.
No, he's just canceled in my book.
Yeah, totally. And totally, just like, yeah. That's the weird thing about stand-up. It's so entrepreneurial. It's also so in your zone where nobody needs to connect to you that everybody's still healthy.
It's sad though because as a fan and student of the game, there is something special about Seinfeld.
Sure.
In how he writes and how he delivers. There's something absolutely unique about it.
I'm not trying to absolve the guy. I don't know what his greatest sin is. Obviously, going to Israel is not good, and then taking a picture with somebody goes, "Can you take a picture with me?" You take a picture. I don't know what his greatest sin is though. I actually just don't.
I believe there were some videos that are floating around. What for me is like the ocean is large with regards to who I like and whatnot. Yeah. So I'm just gonna be more comfortable. Honestly, that's the thing, right? I don't want to because inadvertently when you like someone's art, you end up loving that person too.
Sure.
And I don't want to love someone who, if found out, like it won't. I'm pretty sure they don't actually love me. You get what I'm trying to say? Not that it even matters, but it's hard to even be a supporter of a person when they don't even think like on the basis of like just humanity. It's
I agree.
They don't view me as a human.
I think Jerry Seinfeld probably views you as a human.
Yeah.
I just don't like. I'm not protecting the guy. I've seen pictures, but I've never heard him say anything about Israel or Palestine.
Yeah. Which is smart.
He's smart. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. Which is smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when all of this stuff happened, it was just struck me on how many people that I enjoyed listening to their takes or whatever, their art or whatever. And then because they don't even have something to say for little kids getting killed, like 13,000 or something like that.
Totally.
It hurts. It hurts me. Like it makes me feel like I shouldn't have spent any time liking your art or what you provide.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Actually, it's just like, how hard is it to just at least be like, well, that's horrible. It's like anything. It's like, you know what I like about Theo Von, who is probably trying to get into nothing. I think he's just trying to keep his own shit together and not jerk off and do cocaine, right? That's
right. Yes.
Number one, number two, number three. Those are his things.
Yeah.
He's like, I feel bad for those people. And they were like, great, we love you forever. That's all.
what I'm saying, bro. The bar is so low.
Yeah.
To get me on board.
On board fully.
Yeah.
You're like, thank you.
100%.
Thank you for saying you feel bad when innocent people die.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah. That's it. I'm literally, like I just told you, I'm a fan of Jerry Seinfeld. Like I just told you that if he just said like a one thing, right?
thing.
I'd feel like we're in.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm down. I'll say it. Fuck him.
Yeah. Thanks, bro.
That's gonna hurt on Spotify. That's fine. It's all right.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
He's a pedophile.
Ooh, that's more. Oh yeah.
He had an open, publicly everything relationship with a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
That's crazy. As a 30-something-year-old man.
Yeah.
That's not like I was 21 and she was 19. No.
Right.
You know what you're dealing. You know what a 17-year-old is when you're just somebody twice.
The thing is that they're so different from you, right? Like
they have high school problems.
yeah. It's like it's so different that you can't even talk to this person.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, you can't.
You can't talk to this person.
She would probably say things to him.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "Yeah."
That's what I'm saying. I'm literally showing my age at work now.
Yeah.
For my entire work career, new hires that came in, I had something in common with them. Right? I'd be like, we could talk about whatever, and I felt like they were kind of like of equal. Right. The new people, like the new kids that are coming in, I'm talking to them sometimes, and I'm like, I gotta get out of this. Yeah, I gotta go back to my desk. Like, what are we doing? What is happening?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Right.
This is how you live your life, like, bro. And they're like their working age, whatever the work age that you can come into. I don't know anything, but like I'm like I can't imagine you being 30 and then you having like a whole day like spent with this person. It doesn't make any sense. How does it even get you like mentally interested unless you're just looking at this person like a thing?
That's what I called him, the P word.
Yeah, you're just looking at it like
I think we're saying the same thing. It's just like
crazy.
It's a 17-year-old, and then she made a career out of just dating celebrities after that. She's like, dude, this is a great end.
Of course.
And she's like, it's like a resume. You're like, I've got Jerry Seinfeld on my resume, and this other guy, I'll be fine.
Yeah, just keep going.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
How do you go back to just dating a normal person after Jerry Seinfeld either?
Also, Jerry Seinfeld never looked good.
No.
You know?
No, he just looked at the very most successful.
Yeah. But even then,
when his
has
show
like the
ended,
sex appeal of a slug.
No, that's not true. He has a sex appeal for a teacher.
A teacher?
Like some sort of school teacher, like a middle school teacher.
You know what? You went to school.
A slug is not sexually appealing at all. So, right?
100%,
right.
Yes. Yeah.
But like as a profession goes, if you take the money out, he has a sex appeal of just somebody who has a low impact job.
Maybe like an accountant. I wouldn't even say teacher because sometimes teachers look good.
Oh, really? I thought accountants look better. So that's just us being different.
That's because your many friends are accountants.
Yeah, I mean, I know some dangerous accountants, but teachers are like normally a softer individual.
Yeah.
Like Tyler, Robob, Hareen, those are teachers.
Yeah, I don't think of any of those as teachers.
No, those are not sexual people. Two of them married to each other. God bless them. But Jerry Seinfeld has, you're right. The sex appeal of the, whatever in the animal kingdom is the slug equivalent of our professions. It's not high.
Yeah, it's not. It really isn't. Not. Yeah. So she, you know what? At that age, perhaps she was already, well, who knows? Maybe she was grown.
Oh, I saw some pictures. She looked great. But like, he's also one of the most famous, richest men in the world. And he's like, this is my date. It's like, dude, you're in the open about a 17-year-old? Of course you're on Epstein's Island.
Oh, is he on the list?
He is in my book. He's on my list.
He just defaulted.
When you're doing that in public, I don't know what you're doing in private.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, publicly taking to red carpet events and shit, taking a 17-year-old out.
Yeah. You know what's sad?
What?
Paul Walker. Also.
What?
Yeah, like a 16-year-old.
It doesn't surprise, but I obviously we hold this guy in different regards.
Yeah.
Because to meet Paul Walker, God bless him, rest in peace. It's not anybody, right? And I've seen his acting. He's definitely
no, he's not good.
Hopefully he was alive. I wish he was alive so he'd be a better actor now.
Yeah. I mean, he had a couple of good movies. That wasn't Fast and the Furious, and he was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Running something or other. I forgot what it was called. Nonetheless,
Yeah.
that's a not so well known thing, and tough to talk about as a fan.
Super rich celebrity.
He was also
can have anybody you want.
much younger.
He
than
wasn't
Seinfeld.
Yeah, but he wasn't. I'm with you. I get it. Like Josh Giddey, the basketball player. I understand he's 21, but like 15-year-old's a 15-year-old home. Just go to your basketball ladies. Like, come on.
There's
Paul
no
Walker.
like for all of these people. There's no shortage of ladies.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. It's the weird part for me is when you have the gall to like parade
on the
a
red
child
carpet.
out
Yeah.
and think like I'm this famous, right? That I can have a child out here and nobody's gonna say anything to me in my face.
I think that's the problem. Not enough people were saying things to people's faces, especially in the 90s.
Yeah. Well, Instagram wasn't a thing where people
you
are
would
like,
just get roasted. But then again, that basketball guy was just doing it recently.
but yeah, he got roasted proper. They weren't able to prove anything. Like that was a big deal in the basketball world, but they just weren't able to prove anything. I'm sure.
I mean, even Drake.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where there's smoke, there must be fire, and there's too many occurrences.
Mm-hmm. And it's another thing to take them to the red carpet though. That's the part that it's
You're really stuck on that
because it's so weird to do things obviously in private
Yeah.
that maybe at your lowest are predatory and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's another thing to be like,
Huh?
I'm so famous now or rich now.
I can
that-
just do this here, and you're not gonna do anything. That's what I'm thinking. I think that there was a level of reverence to celebrity back in the 90s that it was unparalleled. Back then, it was something else.
Right. Now everybody's celebrity.
Yeah, exactly. I think that it's like the value of it has degraded a little bit, and there's only certain few that kind of maintain the old aura, of celebrityship,
Right.
and it definitely should be that way. I think all celebrities. Like we've already talked about this before.
Denzel.
But like they should all, exactly. They should all just stay, whatever.
All right.
Just be a celebrity, and don't become a vlogger. It's like, can you imagine like Denzel Washington just holding up his camera, just funny, be like, "Hey guys, so today we're gonna do a quick run to Whole Foods."
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they're old. Tom Hanks. You can't be doing that when you're old and
No,
old.
please don't
it's
act your age.
act your age. It's good.
All right, what do we have for videos? I may have one or two things. We're gonna go in and out real quick.
No problem.
Let's see. All right, I just wanted to show you this crocodile, brother.
Is it running?
No, it's not running.
Okay.
It's just letting
It's
you know.
becoming a fascination of mine is running crocodiles.
Okay, I'm gonna have to bring it back.
Wow, look at his tail.
Get off me, bitch.
Dude,
Sorry.
that one's a great one. Look at his tail.
Yeah.
What a monster. God. Wow. Bro.
Let me clear my throat.
Look at that, man.
You're not going in the water. That's his water.
Yeah.
This is all of this. All of this is
So awesome.
right.
and
Even the
scary.
caption's like, "Bro owns the boat ramp." Yeah, he does. No boats. No boats in
Look
here.
at that though. Like, look at what the scariest.
Yeah.
Like, look how scary that is.
Yeah. You know what? And the thing is that it's almost like he understands how scary he is.
He knows.
Like he knows he's scary.
Yeah.
Like just look at the snap of like why did
He's
he
the
bite
Jerry
the water?
Seinfeld of water.
Why did he bite the water like that?
Oh no, he was just eating something before, probably like trying to swallow it,
I don't
or
know.
not.
I
Maybe
don't
he's just
know.
like clapping.
I think that was
Is that like clap?
Is there anything better on Instagram than a black dude doing the voiceover of animal videos?
Black dudes have been at the epitome of reaction in animal videos.
There's nothing better, honestly, dude. It's so good. There's only certain, like, I feel like
Yeah.
85%
Mhm.
of the black American male population could do voiceover work on like Instagram videos.
Yep.
But like for white people, it's only like 20%.
That's racist and absolutely true. Absolutely true.
Right, it seems
As
like it's
somebody
a-
from Houston.
It's like a natural, like
Oh,
this
yeah.
is a natural talent that
if
they
you
have.
have like a thick Southern accent, you can do some stuff.
Yeah,
They
that's
let
true.
you do. If you
Yeah.
have a fun
But
accent,
then you consider those white people kind of black.
no. But I can see from your untrained eye because because people from Canada can't tell the difference between a black accent and a southern accent,
Yeah, for the most part.
and that's understandable.
Yeah.
And I get it. Let's watch this.
Get off me, bitch. I'm telling you, I ain't one of these little niggas. I ain't one of these little niggas. I ain't one of these little niggas. I got your ass. I got your ass. Come here, bitch ass nigga. Come here, bitch ass nigga. No. Bitch, get off me. Bitch,
Oh my dude.
Got your ass. Bitch, get off me. Bitch, get off me.
Oh my God.
Bitch, you just scratching. You just
Oh my God, he's
Get off me.
pawing his face.
We finna eat good tonight, nigga.
Get out of there.
Bitch, you got me fucked up. I'm gone. I'm gone. Strike.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh,
Oh, in the ribs.
yeah. This is the same.
Okay,
Oh
we
my
had to.
God.
We
Was
first
that
of-
all of it?
I think it was all.
Wow.
Of it. Just watch it. Let me just watch this without the audio for a second, just to give. I want to appreciate here how quickly this cat, first of all, can
Climb a lamp.
race it down, climb it while it's moving,
Look
and
at
then
that.
grabs, falls,
Immediately.
and then he's immediately pounces back on it. Man, that's amazing. The recovery is insane. This lion is like it's so talented.
Is this a like a small lion? What are we talking about?
I thought this was a mountain lion, to be honest with you.
It's a mountain lion. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But this mountain lion, first of all, this mountain lion, I mean, great.
Tenacity.
Yeah.
Stick-to-itiveness.
You know, definitely. But you should definitely go for something a little smaller.
This is definitely too big for.
Right,
But
this
then
is too
again, I think he's hungry. I think
Right.
it's been a
Let
while.
her ride it.
There's another one.
It's just fun. It's just funny. And then
Yeah, it's a puma.
he or she just like, ooh, maybe I should have gone for something a little smaller. Man, it's blinking hard too. I feel bad for the cat. But, you know, athleticness, the athleticism of this cat is insane, dude. If you'd like imagine just a regular human being running after, I don't know, whatever the
I
equivalent
think I
of
can
this
kill a
would be,
llama.
right?
I think I can get a llama. You
You
know
think-
why? Headlock.
The headlock,
That
bro.
small cat.
No. Here's the
You've
thing.
been around a llama?
What? I don't think. First of all, I don't.
You've been
think,
around a llama. Look at me in the eyes. You've been around a llama.
I've seen a llama.
Have you been around a llama?
I mean, I haven't hung around with it like in Texas where they're in
They
the
have
yard.
them here. They're petting zoos.
Yeah, I've seen them,
Dude, you could take a llama.
bro. That's first of all, that's not a llama, right?
That's an alpaca.
Right. So what I mean to say is that you see how high it's jumping
Yeah.
at certain parts.
Yep.
I think if you grab onto the neck of this particular thing, and they jump up
Yeah.
and then land you
prayed,
down.
Inshallah, we live in a world where you have to hunt a llama. I think you'd be great at it, brother. I think you're underestimating. I think you'd be able to hold a llama down, no problem.
Okay, I think maybe I could choke a llama.
It's a 60-pound cat.
I'm just saying that. I don't think we'd be able to do that to this thing.
We'd be able to do that to that llama. That exact llama.
First of all, it's not a llama. But
I like making claims that we can't prove. I bet you anything, bro, you can take down that llama.
No, I don't think we could,
specifically.
bro. I think it can jump.
Inshallah, we both go to Jannah where this llama, I will conjure it and ask for it up here.
Bro, can you imagine that's the weirdest request? Like everyone's there to be like, I'm going to be going to the beach. I want to see what
Right.
happened to the whatever. And it's
Right.
me and you going,
Bro, llamas,
Uh,
everybody's hanging out with virgins and all of that. And I'm like, bro, this is why we came here. Llama time.
all right, we want 50 llamas moving
No,
up
dude,
in 10.
I want that one llama. I want that one llama, and I want this cat to watch me. From cat heaven.
Okay, fair enough. Do we? Okay,
Yeah,
we'll do.
let's
We'll
do
do
it.
a couple more over here. I think. All right, I think this is the right one. This is a grizzly bear.
Wow.
Okay, ready,
She's not very happy. Look at her charging at me.
Oh, wow.
bro?
Look at the road.
I thought that would slow
grizzly
that bear down.
running down the road in front of me. A big sow and 3 cubs.
So she hustled her cubs out of the way.
She's not very happy.
Brings
Look
her
at
through
her
the fence.
charging at me.
Bro, this is a very big bear.
Yeah, it's a very big
Where'd she go?
Okay.
There she is.
For this bear to jump
She was
through
mad.
the barbed wire.
She was
care
mad.
at all
Look
about
that.
this barbed wire. Didn't
That
do
was
anything.
cool.
Someone wrote a comment and said, noted, the barbed wire is not for me. I mean, it's not for the bear, it's for me.
100%, exactly. The barbed wire is for people. That bear didn't give half a second to that barbed wire.
No.
There was no like 1 foot, get under. This guy honked at her bear.
She was mad. Look at that. That was cool.
Look, we'll see it again.
She's not very happy.
Here we
Look
go.
at her charging at me.
Oof,
Bro.
dude.
Bro, the barbed wire is a suggestion.
Didn't do nothing to slow down that bear. Very cool.
Yeah, it is fantastic.
We're all gonna die of those things.
All right. Well, I appreciate your vote of confidence that we would be able to take down a llama. I have my doubts.
Headlock.
We
We do jiu-jitsu, dude. Headlock.
I feel like they would be like so muscular.
Hmm.
They could there's got to be some necks out there in the animal kingdom that even if you got them on a headlock, they just got so much muscle you can't do anything to.
Man, next time I'm seeing a llama, I'm sizing it out. I'm telling you, dude, you can get that llama down.
Also,
The-
I
the
mean, the
problem with-
llamas you spend time with are like petting zoo llamas, dude.
Right,
They're
They're not survival llamas.
No.
The thing is, obviously, that cat's mouth is too small, and it's also not being able to go high enough to get the jugular.
Yeah.
I feel like get a nice headlock, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like you with the long neck. I feel like it's easier.
Yeah, people with long necks is definitely easier to choke.
It's not a giraffe. It's not gonna like pick you up and throw you like it did with a 50-pound. You're a 200-pound man, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
I think you can do it, dude. We'll talk to you in hell or heaven. That'd be funny if that's hell, guys. Hell is just llamas you gotta take down. Like, oh no,
We've been doing this for an eternity.
It's just us and the
Yassine never
cats.
said this.
I know.
Yassine never said that hell was going to be llamas.
With you going, I told you so. It's so hard.
Yeah, well, inshallah, we don't make it there.
No, you
Yeah.
make it a heaven.
Yeah.
We can have normal food and llama wrestling for fun instead of punishment.
I wonder if there'll be some sort of like social awkwardness with regards to like, if someone in our friend group makes it before the rest of us. They get,
It depends who you are.
Yeah.
I don't see the world that way, but like it depends on who you are.
Yeah.
I don't find it awkward to get to heaven later. I don't really have judgment on humans that way though. Like I realize I don't actually like there's certain things I'm like that's totally wrong and you're a dumbass and an asshole. And there are other things I'm like you got to do what you got to do. I don't know what to tell you. Like those are tough situations. So
Yeah.
you got to listen to some music. If that gets you to hell, if you learn how to play the guitar, if you make idle talk, I'm like I don't know if you play too much chess. Like I don't know. I don't know.
About the chess thing.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
totally fabricated.
Okay, good.
Yeah, totally fabricated because the date in which it was narrated is before the invention of chess.
Ooh. So just some
Some clarification.
clarification. At one point, we talked about chess possibly being haram.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, because there's a hadith that's rather popular that's cited by parents who are trying to get their kids to stop playing video games, essentially saying that chess is a waste of time, and as a result, it is not allowed in the religion. But it turns out that it was fabricated, maybe by parents who were trying to get their kids to stop playing whatever game they played in ancient Arabia.
Oh yeah, we were told like if you don't sit down and eat, and then they just make a hadith, basically, constantly.
An African will die.
I didn't hear that, but
No, you can't waste food.
Yeah, I didn't ever hear that an African might die, but
I think I was being
facetious.
Thank you. Yeah, but ultimately it was just that you can't. You have to eat this.
Everything
food
was connected to something religious,
to the suffering of Africans.
Right? They just say like, we were literally like Allah Baba will come, which is like
Who's that?
it's basically you want to scare your kids
Who's
with
Allah Baba?
it's like a boogeyman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With first name Allah?
Mm-hmm.
That is
Parents, dude. He's trying to get their kids to sit down and don't have an iPad to give them.
bro. But you can't threaten your kid with a supernatural
Yeah,
like being.
the more people I know that are like nervous at masjids because they were treated a certain way at the masjid if they ran around. It's like there's a list. I know a bunch of people that were like, especially around religion, like treated a certain way where they're they're skittish.
Bro, there's gotta be a balance in between, ensuring that there's not utter chaos in the mosque with kids,
Right.
and at the same time having your kid feel comfortable being in a community building that's built for the community. I've like I don't particularly, and especially because like I grew up and I don't feel like I have plenty of anxieties and whatever that's embedded in me as a result of how I grew up. But my dad being stern with me with regards to the masjid. The masjid still, wherever I go, to whoever masjid, I feel peace everywhere I go for whatever mosque I go to. I went to Iceland Mosque and I was like,
Great mosque.
I'm good. Even if I'm like still hanging out with my dad, if I go to the same masjid of my dad, I don't feel like there's a thing for it. But like he made sure that I wasn't going and running around. But there was times when I had friends in like Tariq Mosque or whatnot. He let me sit in the back. You giggle and you have a little bit of fun with your friends all the way in the back. As long as you weren't loud, you weren't disrupting the Taraweeh. You kind of let you do your thing, right? And you gotta make sure that the kids want to come to the masjid. And one of the ways to do that is that you get to have friends to hang out at the masjid. Yeah. But at the same time, you can't just be running around and little kids are picking up your glasses that you put down because you're trying to like some of this stuff. Now I'm more stressed about a kid breaking my sunglasses or glasses or whatever. Yeah. Hey, put everything in your pocket. What I mean to say is that you got to find a balance in between those two things.
Yep, I agree. I agree.
You got to find a safe place, but also, hey, this is a place of quiet. Yeah. We come here to pray, especially during the time of prayer. Yeah. Also, there's a couple things I have like a thing like Jummah. Kids running around and I can hear them in the background, I don't have a problem with. It's Friday prayer. It's for everyone to come in, right? And like, you might not be able to have a babysitter or whatever. You got to come in. You got to check in. This is most important. For Qiyam, can you keep your kids out?
Yeah.
Please. It's 3:00 in the morning. I'm like, there's a level of effort that you wanted to show up. Just be like, you know what? I'm not getting the feeling. Like, I want to get the feeling of prayer and like connection and whatnot. Right. Real tough.
Kids don't belong at Qiyam, man. No. Inshallah, you do have a good kid that belongs at Qiyam. Yeah. But when I go to Isna, these kids are just having way too much fun at Qiyam.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I want them to have fun, but not put them outside, put them on the highway, whatever. Like just.
No, there's a time and place. There's a time and place.
There's a kid behind me, last Jummah. I'll finish with this. So I'm praying. I'm in the front row in the basement because I wasn't there early enough. And as we're going into Ruku, this kid likes to time it. So like as people are beginning to come down, he runs to his dad. And he's behind me. And I'm like, thank God that I'm in this front row so I'm not dealing with this kid, right? And then Jummah ends and I go, and I look at this dad and he's just like, you can tell he's just thinking about his kid because you can hear him run behind him. He's just like, please, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, somebody. And the kid comes and the dad is like, sit down, please. I was like, so funny. But yeah, it was hard not to curse that kid a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it affects him. Hopefully he's going to be okay. But a lot of us thought about them.
We're sending some
in Jummah Namaz, we're thinking about this kid. We're like, hope he falls right now.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be, that's always gonna be an issue, I think. Yeah.
He'll never know. He'll be an adult. He doesn't realize there's like 40 men that have cursed him this one day. He's like, why am I getting alopecia and my teeth are falling out?
No, see, when I wish something on people, I try to wish like a thing that resolves
of
over
course.
time.
Right. Yeah. No one's really cursing a kid. You understand.
Hemorrhoids has been a thing. Couple times.
You've wished hemorrhoids on people?
The resolvable kinds.
You wished hemorrhoids. Okay, interesting. I wished AIDS on people, which I don't even like. You gotta go get AIDS.
It's 1:00 in the morning.
Right.
Dudes with a Mercedes are doing burnouts in the parking lot outside.
Yeah, I hate that. Yeah. Anything involving a car, especially, I've realized I dislike. It's so loud, cars. You hear them. Like,
I don't mind the loudness of your car if you're driving. In like there's a time and place, and then also
young people don't realize that time or place, buddy.
Also, like at certain times during the day or at nighttime, you gotta go nice and slow.
After 10,
just be quiet, bro. Yeah. Just be quiet.
But they like it. They're like,
because it echoes off of the buildings.
It's like it's also dark. It's just like it's dark. No one's out here. Yeah. Nobody. They can't see anybody, and that's how they are like. Nobody can hear this. Just down Horentario or Eglinton, and it's
yeah.
Like I said, I wish AIDS upon people many times. At least a car. I hope that car gets AIDS.
No, I think the car is an innocent bystander. I wish I had like a paintball sniper rifle.
Potato cannon or egg cannon. Yeah, I've had that thought many, many, many times.
Right, just so that you can just
Yeah.
right on top of the windshield or whatnot. There is a level of panic if you're just in your car
Yep.
and then you just get splattered with a bunch of like paintball bullets.
Right. Or AIDS. You're like, shit. Somebody just wished AIDS.
How do you
That's
get AIDS
how
on
bad
your
I'm
hands,
doing?
bro? Why are you looking at your hands?
You got a AIDS meter.
You're gaydar.
We should be able to like message somebody in another car. Just something.
Yeah.
Because like we talked about it last time. Sometimes you honk at somebody and it feels like an F you, right?
Right,
Or I'm
yeah.
like, I'm just saying, hey, hey, move.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But other times, my dad honked at me 4 times yesterday real quick. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
I was like, looked at my dad like, why do you want to fight me, right? Like I looked at my own father, but he just wanted me to reverse.
Okay.
But I feel like there should be more communications between cars and people in cars, so people,
There needs to be.
some feedback loop.
You should have. Each car should have 2 horn sounds.
Mm,
One horn sound is a nudge sound,
right.
right? Just hey, hey.
Maybe literally that. It goes, hey, hey, just. It stops itself from starting a sentence. Hey, just. Excuse. It doesn't even write. That's one
Right,
honk.
yes,
It's like,
yes.
Hey, bud. It doesn't even
Right.
say, hey, buddy, can you, like, hey, bud. Or like, oh,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
And other one has to be that other feeling you have.
Straight up, like,
Yeah.
death upon you, death upon your cow.
Yeah. When you do two buttons,
Two
all
hands.
of a sudden it's
Yeah,
just
you press,
like,
press it with 2 hands.
what's your problem? It's a whole different vibe than like, excuse,
Right. Yeah. I think that would be great.
And also I want to send them a message. I want to give them feedback. Once a year, you get feedback on your driving when you go to renew your license.
So there's a joke in Formula One where they said like they should have proximity chat.
Yes.
So when you're racing, because they press a button on their steering wheel so they can speak to the pit wall.
Right.
They should have another button that allows you to talk to the couple cars
I
beside
think
you.
it's a good idea.
And so, because like sometimes you might try, you do a little trash talk when you're trying to take the corner. Be like,
Yeah.
yo, bitch, this is my corner. That would be so much fun for Formula One.
Dude, that would.
If you could hear what they were
The
saying to each
listenership
other.
would go through
Absolutely.
It'd become a radio sport more even than a visual sport. Like, who needs to see these cars go around over? And I just want to hear it.
Right?
I want to hear this one person specifically.
Yeah, I mean, like then a driver could be high. He could be like a mediocre driver.
He's a ninja.
fantastic
Right.
shit talker.
He's the ninja of F1.
Yeah.
Or just,
Oh, that would be great.
I don't even like the sport. I just like this guy.
Yeah. An update.
Okay.
Just for me and you.
Sure.
In Formula One, we'll finish with this real quick because we're already at the end of the podcast. If you continue listening over here, you're going to listen to some F1. There are drivers, and those are the guys who are the superstars, obviously, specifically like Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen, right? They get to make the terms of all this stuff, their contract, when they're in control of their destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Most other drivers are not. But there is another subset of Formula One, is the car engineer. And there is a legendary car engineer by the name of Adrian Newey. Adrian Newey is currently the guy who has designed the newest Red Bull car that's absolutely killing everyone to the point where the races are not fun to watch because like first place is winning by 15 seconds off of everyone else. But that's how dominant and his win rate with regards to the cars that he's made and how many times those cars have won championships is like 50%.
Wow.
The win rate is insane. Like I think whatever would be closest would be like 20%, and that would be considered you'd be a great engineer. He's decided to leave because Christian Horner had an affair with his assistant, and then after there was a whole hullabaloo, and eventually
Christian Horner does not know. He's a Jerry Seinfeld. Anyways, please continue.
And then he's married to Jerry Spice. Scary Spice, the redheaded Spice Girl.
Ginger Spice.
That one.
Yep.
Um,
Jerry Spice. Ginger Spice name is Jerry Hollowell, so I think so. I think you might
okay,
be
yeah,
right.
all right,
You
cool,
got-
thanks.
yeah.
And so he's decided to leave.
Yeah.
And there's a rumor that he might be going to Ferrari.
Ooh.
And Lewis Hamilton has just left Mercedes, and he's going to be in Ferrari next year. If that happens,
Powerhouse.
yeah, Adrian Newey will solidify himself as the greatest And if Lewis Hamilton wins his 8th off of the car that's designed by Adrian Newey's name will be, because here's the thing, you could be a great driver. If you have a shit car, you can't even make it in top 10 or top 5. Right. But with an engineer, a mediocre driver can bring it to a podium. And so in some aspects, the engineer is sometimes as important, or if not more important, than the driver itself.
That'd be a lot of pressure on Hamilton. It's just like, this is a lose-lose situation. Even if I win, they're like, dude,
it's because of Adrian
great engineering,
Newey.
right?
No.
And if you lose, they're like, you lost with the best engineer, Adrian Newey, or whatever. Sorry, is he Italian?
Adrian Newey? No, I think he's British.
Okay.
Yeah. If it was Italian, that would have been a thing. Because right now he has to move to Italy if he wants to work for Ferrari, right? Ferrari don't like
people living at other places.
You can't just be like Zoom calling.
Right.
They want you in.
Maybe a hands-on job. Maybe.
I mean,
can't just
it really is
mechanic up a car from Zoom.
I mean, this guy, they might give him all of the, like, whatever. He lives in South Africa right now. So I think he's sold
a good
this
place to live, man.
South Africa, yeah.
Dude, I have somebody I'm managing that lives down there, and meat is so affordable. It's dangerous, but meat is so affordable.
Yeah, with the carjackings on the way to get your meat.
Yeah. Somebody popped into the person I was managing their house and like robbed it, and then the person I was managing came in, and they just had them sit down while they robbed it. And he was like, it was very scary.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm like, what did he have? He's just like, he had a very big knife and never like brandished it. It just seemed like the type of guy that had no problem using it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
I mean, who's testing that theory, right?
Like, did he tie you down? He like had me sit down in the corner, facing the wall, and I can hear him move around, and it was very scary. And I was like, dude, that sounds so scary right now.
Yeah,
so
that
just took everything. Yeah, laptop, all of that.
Damn.
Yeah, fun times. Adrian Newey.
Hopefully he moves to Ferrari and he makes me a very happy person. People, this has been episode 442 of Crash and Flow. Thank you for listening. We'll be back in a week. Take care of yourselves. Good night.
Crash and Flow.